forward as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Antonio Marshals and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Set. Put your money. Hey, we got to get this stop here, team. Keep going, boys, moving.
Looking to throw on second down. Harris. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back to throw. Harris. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
Back to football. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
At the Colts 31-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's a second and 7. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Operating from the gun. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
San Antonio.
Let's go now.
On first down, McFarland. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Harris now to throw on second down. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
58, Mike, 58. Come on. Kill. Check. Check out, route. Hot. He's coming.
Here's Harris. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. John Ross. His 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
No. 58, right? Mike, 58, right there.
They'll try and throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Opening drive touchdown, and 2-point conversion.
Amazing nowadays for the kickers. I've actually talked with a few of them. They're more concerned about the point after touchdown than actually missing regular field goals. So maybe the coach is taking some pressure off here and just going for 2 and saying, I'm saving you for the big stuff later.
He's hanging out by the net. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike's 56. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. What we got? Hey, alert 3. Alert. Red, tuck.
They'll run on first down. It's Horton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that, but they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game, and you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. But he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Coming to you, coming to you.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Check 3, check 3.
On 3rd down, it's Horton. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Move. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down, San Antonio.
To throw is Harris. Off play action. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Harris, off the play fake. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Harris. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. On 1st down, it's Horton, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We got this. Alert. By 56, by 56.
On 2nd down now, it's Horton. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Horton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, it's Horton, and he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time, but you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Set, ready. Watching you grind. Check. Watch the safety creep.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
The 49-yard line.
Ready, 55, Mike 55. I got you. Go.
Off play action. Harris. Escaping the pressure right. This is the tight end fan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking to throw. Harris looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Check 24. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Harris going to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Harris toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So he looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They come out here in the eye. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. It's been a long day for you. Check the backer. Check the backer. Deuce. It's a 6. Pull it. Half.
They'll run for it. Geis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
Let's go.
On the ground, Geis. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Horton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 18. Hey, orbit. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down now, it's Horton. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Lock in. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. You don't want to... Hey, high 7. You don't want to see me. You don't want it. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check. 57.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go. Blue. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Quick turn.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. And his throw here is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's third and 5. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Looking to throw. Harris. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 30 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads. Teams playing to extend them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And he's got room. And he will take this one in for a touchdown from 21 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still
Play action. Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Red, touch. 56. Mike's 56. They gonna need some therapy after this. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky, quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Red, touch. 56. Mike 56 right there. Hey, Delta. 56. In your face. Red, touch.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, switch gears. Alert. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check pass. Hey, wahoo! Mike 56.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You got nothing.
Harris now throwing to start the drive. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Let's go.
On first down, this is Geis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Completes it to Fant on the right side. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Check 55 to Mike. Check.
Here's Harris on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
This offense on third down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Harris, operating from the gun. And it's caught, and he will take it in for the touchdown. Darius Geis, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to rip. And the pressure gets to him again. Bradley Chubb in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Harris. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
3rd down, here's Geis. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Darius Geis, 43 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune at
this
point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys